Hey, Captain. I'm in space.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by
That's not the point. This halfway just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a
Yeah,
toss
I've
ball
done
stick,
work
I
for
heard you
some
the
men.
first time. Move along.
Hold it right there. What do you think you're doing? Just don't complicate my job, okay?
We move cargo 16 hours a day.
Customs and inspection, right
this way.
Air up here is just recycled space or parts.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I shouldn't be... If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of him, well... Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind... Wanda Dorset over in sickbay? Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when... Make sure you bring an empty belly. Be seeing you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You're hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard it.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that Monarch is restricted.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room? Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, that's all.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but sorry. Business has been... Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms, do you know Edna over in engineering? Sweet as a pea. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker. Curious thing is, it came... You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will... The more we got the corpse fighting... Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. I found a handsome
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
We interrupt your regularly...
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments. He was my dearest friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their... Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go... Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around. What? right. I suppose. How might I assuage your fears? Whom else would I work for? Those sublight thugs? That tennis? The board is the only force for order in this rough-and-tumble colony of ours. Yes, do tell. I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells. Huh. How charming you are. Indeed. And you... An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous for my career. I'll send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, only... Oh, la. Oh, no. Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fancier on the Groundbreaker.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such... So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. You probably don't even know where Wells is. None of my... Law, what am I going to do now? Oh, I'm sorry. This is terrible.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information. Leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. They're terrified to lock fresh from the grinder.
Even the air costs money here.
Are those XF411s? And an old...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take... Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. At ease. Nice to see you now. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10, the answer's just passing through. Statistics don't... We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corp...
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Something you need? Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms? What? No. Maybe? I don't... You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater? I reckon there's worse places to start. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... She's calm and...
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. You're serious, you're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there, I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress. Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Am I in?
A ver, me parece buen tío. Sí, yo qué sé, parece que tiene ganas. Aunque me huele un poquito raro, le voy a contratar, ¿vale? También te digo que tiroteos, transportar cadáveres. ¿Le hago una entrevista? Venga, es que mira la cara, tío. Tiene buena cara. Venga, va.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Somehow, I always find my way back to the groundbreaker. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child. Abandoned it. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks in the groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me.
Okay.
Where are we headed?
Bueno, toca hablar con Parvati. Me cae bien. De momento voy con Parvati porque me gusta más. Y nada, luego vamos a seguir. A lo mejor me voy al otro planeta antes de hacerla seguir, ¿vale? Porque es que yo con el Fallout, por ejemplo, con los Fallout me gusta ir con calma, ¿no? Ir con calma, mirar todo. Y me gustaría hacer lo mismo con esto.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages, I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it, because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real... Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic... I don't want to get too hopeful, but... I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem.
Parece que le gusta.
I don't know what it's reading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, after thinking... Elizabeth. They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the... Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? Lost Hope? Come on, Captain. This is no time to be fooling on me. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Bueno. La perderemos aquí. A ver, tenemos esta de 110 y esta de 121. Esta la podemos desmontar. ¿Y esto se puede modificar? No, no tengo nada más. Escopetar. Hostia, una escopeta, tú. Qué guapo, ¿no? Una escopetita. Claro, ahora mismo no tengo... A ver... Vale, pues he hecho esto. De aquí, ¿qué nos queda? Bueno, Félix está aquí a lo suyo. Vamos a dejarle que haga lo que quiera. Diario. Tarea. A ver, estoy por volver aquí. Vale, de momento voy a hacer esto, aunque es secundario, pero ya iremos haciendo más cositas. Me voy a llevar a Parvati. ¿Me puedo llevar a los dos? ¿What? ¿Me puedo llevar a todos? Vale, vamos a salvar. Aunque lo dicho. O sea, me puedo ir con los dos. Wow. Hostia, no sabía que te podías ir con los dos. Hostia, esto está muy bien, ¿eh? Que puedas ir con los dos al mismo tiempo, tío. Muy bola, ¿eh? Vamos a salvar.
You know, I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
A ver, puedo vender. Pues evidentemente lo que no use.
get a table, stand in a corner. Okay, so what are we drinking?
Bueno, el experto.
You're the expert. Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Oh, beer. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Beer can be good. I bet. Bottoms up.
Beer, huh? Good choice, if you want to get in sober in a hurry.
Nah, this tastes like glitter under the boot. People drink that for fun? Oh, Captain, I'm pining for doing myself something fierce. What am I doing? Specifically. Definitely specifically. Oh. I mean, just...
Le gusta.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name.
Necesita que la escuchen. Y yo, pues voy a escucharla.
Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. It was real long, rambling. She was telling me a story about her dad. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junmai still has feelings for her? Maybe she just wanted to let me know her preferences. In a less awkward way. But that made it more awkward. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. Law, no. That beer tasted like how Dad's old son. All right. Whiskey. Woo! Here we go. Oh! Law. Oh, Captain. I want to talk to Junmai all the time. Even about silly things, but... everything? I got a solar system. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not? Of course. Wouldn't you be? Huh. I'd never thought of it that way. She seems perfect to me. Maybe those are just my roses. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. Well, I suppose so, but I want to be my... Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about. Oh, gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Right when we get back to the ship. I mean, thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for...
You know something, Parvati? You ought to come drinking with the crew more.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? Come on.
Intruders will be... Oh, it's you.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. Oh, that whiskey did get my head aching. I wouldn't mind having a drink again. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I reread my message in the morning and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Taught.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. The war. The coming apocalypse. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and... That's right. That's what I've been saying. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging... I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. So tune... Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout. Prowling around the junkyard just behind our... This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off. Go on.
Okay.
Hey.
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate... Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. I could do without the sarcasm. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Lovely to see you about, Miss.
Things going all right?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I get... Oh.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they're... That Chief Junlei sure seems swell, huh? That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy...
Welcome back, Captain. Yes, Captain.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. I request you to... We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
No guards, huh? I like this place already. Something chewed clear through that armor.
Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits.
They left their own outside? What? Was it that bad?
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps. Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall to... Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get... What do you think? I'm the landing pad guard. I was standing out... Anything else you'd like to know? Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the...
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you? Yes, yes. I must apologize if my call diverted.
Standard operating procedure for suits, boss. They're all a bunch of cowards.
I'm not sure it's right to fault a man for trying to survive.
An attack. One that I'd wager was due to the nature of my research here. My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice, I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits.
Captain's got your best interests at heart, mister. Honest.
I suppose it can't hurt. If I don't get that research back, my life is... We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel. One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue? While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective, not just any diet toothpaste, the ultimate diet toothpaste. Oh, I'm certain it could be made into that as well, with only a few changes to its molecular... Let's focus for a moment, shall we? Even if you disregard the obvious value... Nice, is it not? Came up with that myself. It's a shame. Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us. Shut up. If those cretins get their hands on my research... Well, yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish... The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is... Too many have been lost. Too many black marks.
This Crane guy cares more about his research than his own people.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Doc. Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots. We've been cooped up in here. Dr. Crane might say otherwise. Me? When those guys started I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean? I've been extracting organic compounds from Raptidon.
Extracting how? No.
In certain social situations. Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past that, built into the mountain. My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself. Dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Great.
How do you suppose that stuff's used? Do you drink it, or is it like perfume? I'm not interested, just curious. Where are we headed?
Was that supposed to be the living quarters? Seemed about as livable as a coffin.
gotta be where Mr. Jameson is. He's okay. Here goes nothing!
On my way! You want some of this? Get it off! Get it off! Nice to get a little fresh air in your lungs.
No problem. I'll head over. You got it, Captain! Something you need?
Yeah, boss? What were we talking about? Oh, right. I was what folks on the ground... That's what they called us. Orphans with no... The word's a touch kind... Same way we all do. Look for work and hopes... Hauling boxes was about... Guy never liked me. Always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? He's a spacer's chosen man, though. So when the That's when I brought... Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around. Former dock worker, anyway. That's all in the past now. I'm over it. And he's in Oh, I can do civilized. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives. Thanks for listening. Yeah, boss?
We're just gonna walk in? I mean, it's a secret right on it.
Look at...
Who the... You.
Yeah, you. Get over here. You care to explain what you're doing here? That I am. Bad news is, we haven't been able to clean these outlaws out of the lab. Good news is, they haven't been able to escape, neither. For now. I reckon they got no backup. On the other hand, damn mechanicals have always been more trouble than the garage and the front door are it. These bastards got in through the vent. They're not getting back out that way without a security. Why you want to know that? What for? Fair point. Here's your keycard to my office. Head left from here and down. Just don't knock over any paperwork in there.
Clinic investigate.
That's the last of him!
Oh, sweeping.
Captain, look out!
I'm pissed! Nobody messes with you, boss.
Incoming! See you next!
portion's been ransacked already.
Hey! You! Over here! Oh, good. You're not shooting. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to... I suppose it does not matter. Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably like to make some money. The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. There are 2 ways out. The other way out is through the loading. You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Take your time.
Oh my gosh.
I would ask what was on your mind, but the answer is obviously me.
I don't have time for this. Huh?
Get ready.
Hey there. You the fella Cass called about? That I am. Got left out. Hope you're having a I've had better. Lost some things in a dust-up. Some of them were okay. I was near the Raptidon pen. When I turned about, I seen two fine... This was a Spacer's Choice commemorative case.
Wouldn't hurt to do her a nice turn, would it, Captain?
I'd be obliged.
You damn turncoat. We saw everything. You must think me a fool. I was watching on the security cameras. You got downright friendly with the out. I reckon we got nothing to say to each other. You best back yourself out of... You got 1 minute. Starting now. You convinced her to let us leave in peace. Listing the ills we've been done, I gotta believe that all we done will mean something to the company. To Doc Crane. That effort will make up for mistakes. I trust that we all end up where we're supposed to be. I reckon I don't see any better solution. Here, my key card. It'll get you access to the whole place. Full stakes, people. We're heading back to town.
I would ask what was on your mind, but the answer is obviously me. Ask away. I have got nothing but time. I am doing this, assuming I make it out of this place alive. I would ask what was on... I would ask.
Incoming! Oh, look at how big she is. Wow. Here they come! Don't let up! Good work.
Heads up, boss!
picked the wrong damn day.
Jackasses are coming!
Nice one! I'll fix you right up!
That's the last of them!
All together! Take them down! Look at us!
We left the lab. What?
That no-account fool Porter and his crew are even more worthless than I could have imagined. They've abandoned their posts. This is madness. My research? Please tell me you've recovered it. That's all manner of distressing. Did you find my colleague? Well, please keep me apprised. I suppose you've earned it.
Yeah, huh?
Any news? On that thing we spoke about? You know, don't keep me in suspense. This is gonna make me so popular. I mean with the people who buy it, not by using it. Because I'm not. Take this. You earned it. Pleasure doing business. Better days are coming. I can smell the money. Wait, no, that's...
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Well, certainly. What would you like to hear? Now playing a... It's not the best show! My pleasure, Captain. As you wish. Take care. arrived at the groundbreaker.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
Where?
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? My stars, what a find. Fine picking like this deserves an equally fine payout. Go on, dearie. And don't spend it all in one. A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my favorite. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. Fair's fair. No one ever said old Gladys was a cheapskate. No, sir. And I'm not about to let them start. Here. Are you positive? Honest to goodness? Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Depends. What are you planning to do with it? See the lights. Taking a show or two at the infamous Bijou. Could be a... All right, I'll sell it to you. But it's gonna cost you dear. Anything else, dear? I've got a lovely little throw pillow. It's almost time for today's episode of the Chairman. Yes, dear. Which off? You could always try your hand at landing in Cascadia if you're interested in dying horribly. Pick your poison. Marauders, wild beasts, acid lakes, bottomless sinkholes. If you're looking to die, landing pad on Monarch. You don't need a nav key to access it, so it's got that going for it. But it's also kilometers away from Stellar Bay, and the Monarch wilds ain't exactly... Might be best too, yes. Suit yourself. Yes, dear. Which offer were you... You could always try... Might be... Suit yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear. Still getting acquainted? Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak... Glass ear? Nothing to fear? Sorry again. Huh? What? Huh. Now that I heard. Fine, as long as Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the promenade holds...
Some big shot down in Byzantium's holding auditions for a new adventure. The rate, and we're all sweating buckets wondering, couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices. Luck's nothing against the cold void of space.
Rizzo, Spectrum Vodka, aftertaste the rainbow.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin.
How observant. Oh, and it's not the best choice. A lot of slogans to keep track. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery. That's a spacious choice. So, what can I get you? Have a look.
Keep him quiet. I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Something I can help you with? Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement.
Good on you, Doc. You don't want
It's the board or the outlaws, Take care.
I'm sorry. Am I caught? See, let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know, be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with...
ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
For the last Raptidon rotten time! Leave me in peace! You hoe-headed quacks! What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need... I'm just terrible, dreadful, sick. Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Alright, okay. We can discuss... Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my... You, ain't with the boy. See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful. What? No, I didn't do anything. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood tier... If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up... Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hand... Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and Udon Bedford's the board guy on this... Thanks for helping me. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
Boss, you can't be serious. The board's...
That's where you're wrong. Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever... What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that... Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than... If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by Not much else to know, Captain. I like long... It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually 0G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky. I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do. Well, my blood type is AB positive, I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. That about covers it. Aw, come on. That stuff's boring. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun do. No complaints here.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. See, I ain't too elated about going. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
You should give a...
What?
My, whoa, what have I done? The company will have my head.
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to... This guy's real easy to fuck with.
What kind of depraved mind would conjure such a... Agreed. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to put this behind us and forget it ever happened.
Hey.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch. Want a charming copper cat. Gracious. I was just sitting down. Yes, dear. You could always try your hand at landing in Cascadia if you're interested in dying. Might be best. Suit yourself. Anytime.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purpleberry Flavored Sourdough. Now with 12% more crunch.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhope, I notice your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
asses down on 22, they usually the contract.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Stay safe out there. There.
You see we added conveyor for it? One of them is careful where you smoke. The crew bills us for air filtration.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapons. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
How do you do? Ah, you've changed your mind? Fine. You see, I can't grant you access to Byzantium without it. If the board learned of my foolishness, why, by the law, they'd fire me. I absolutely would not. The Gladys intends to sell it to the highest bidder. She's demanded I provide, and if I refuse, she'll have those goons. A spicy little pickle entirely of my own making. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return.
Is it Mr. Wells, the fellow who woke you? How bad could he be?
Great law, is it hot in here? Or is it just my glands acting up again? Yes, dear. Which offer were you interested in? Suit yourself. I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar. It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? Anytime.
It's always fucking freezing in the bay.
Vale, chicos, pues ahora mismo estoy en un punto medio porque me he equivocado, me he pillado la pistola sin querer, no era mi intención. Y ahora pues no puedo hacer ninguna misión porque necesito las 10.000 y necesito las 8.000 y no puedo vender la pistola. Entonces pues ya la pistola me la quedo, ¿no? Que por cierto, es una tesorera de mierda, 5.000 y pico pavos por una puta pistola, ya puede ser buena, ¿eh? Pero bueno. De momento no ir a ningún planeta de estos porque... De hecho no puedo, o sea... Ah, sí, mira. Pero voy a tierra primero, voy a hacer misiones y ya está. Es que no puedo hacer otra cosa. No puedo hacer otra cosa, o sea, tengo que hacer misiones para conseguir bits y poder pagar. Vale, pues a ver cómo... A ver cómo lo vamos haciendo, chicos.
cannery's dead. This is gonna throw a wrench into my actuarial tables. Oh, technically I'm employed. Oh, technically.
Aw, he ain't no threat.
Searching for repair bay. Error.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to. Take your time. Yep, I see the problem. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well...
Navigation systems operational.
I don't reckon Jeremy...
Spacer's choice reminds all colonists that serving the space...
Be more careful.
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
Town's been dark a while now. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But cantina, lavatory. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory's the very last... Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory's the very last place... On the double, soldier!
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Town's been dark a while. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Time's come for you to journey down and... Unfortunately, the old plant... I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of... I need you to get us... If you die horribly...
Something you need? In the bar? Sorry. I know, it's none of my business. Yeah, I didn't think it. Something you need? He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot. Because we've never ended up in a... I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path. You might surprise yourself.
Self-diagnostics complete. It's not the best choice. It's the hostile actions towards in compliance with Spacer's Choice. Affirmative. Mechanici...
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill.
I oughta.
Kept me alive this long.
I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does its job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
No, just leave me alone! No, just leave me alone! Not real. You're 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 not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. You can talk? The Phantoms never talk. See? Of course. Do excuse me. I experienced brief flashes of mania during which Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Crit. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. You remind me of myself back. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to max. Yes, that's exactly it. I see there's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need... Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kinda hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Searching.
There's a big drop on that.
Town's been dark a while now. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, so this is it. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits.
Going quiet.
You crossed them all off. What? You mean Adelaide's little conger? You, on the other hand. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going. I'll take my stuff and head on back. I'm great at clarifying.
Sure thing.
I'm going.